Hey guys, somewhere on the trail here, and I'm a couple days from heading out to Arizona, and I just am trying to make several videos before I go so I can have content coming out until I get back and I'm able to do some editing for the hike. But I had a friend of mine ask me the other day how I got into backpacking and how all this started, and so I thought, well, that'd kind of be a cool idea for a video, and also I could ask you guys, how did you get into backpacking? And I think it'd be interesting if we could, hear each other's stories. And so this is going to be one of those videos where I want to tag people at the end. And I've got several photos that I'd like to show you and sort of talk about how I got into backpacking. And so I'm going to go ahead and switch over and do a voiceover now and show you a couple photos and talk to you about those. So here we go. All right, this guy right here is my dad, and probably like a lot of you, my dad was really the one who got me into backpacking and just everything that had to do with being outside. He lived in Colorado, was really into four-wheel drive, going into really far into the backcountry, and he also messed around with playing music and stuff like that. And pretty much when we would go backpacking, we would go fishing most of the time. That's really what we were doing, was hiking in and going fishing, and camping was just part of it. But he took us all over Colorado. Like, here we are at Pikes Peak, and I'm sorry, some of these pictures are really not that good. I had to pull them out of an old video. But yeah, Pikes Peak, 1974, and here we are on one of our fishing trips. And like I said, we primarily went to go fishing, and we always caught a lot of fish, and most times we would even catch our limit. It was really a lot of fun. And just a quick shot my dad took of me. I was feeling really sick on this trip, and this was the next morning, and I felt really good and stuck my head out, and he took a picture of me. And anyway, here's a good picture of us at Lost Creek, and check out that old backpack in the background, man, with the big metal frame and everything, and the red, white, and blue. You can see a pack rod kind of laying across the top there. And this looks like the I'm not sure if that's down to the North Platte or South Platte River there, but on our way to another fishing trip. And here's a good one of my dad carrying the backpack, so you can really see that big tent strapped on the back. And you can see my backpack's pretty small. You can kind of see a little pack rod sticking over the end. And my brother on the right, he's got a fairly good sized backpack on. And then here we are at the Great Sand Dunes, and that's one of my favorite pictures. But anyway, as you can see, my father was very instrumental in getting me outside and teaching me to just love everything about nature. And I'm just really happy that I got the chance to do all that with him. And anyway, I'm gonna turn it back over now. All right, well, that's pretty much my story of how I got into backpacking. So I'd like to ask a couple people out there how you got into backpacking. And the first person I would like to ask is Tony at Bluecollar Backcountry. Now, this is one of my favorite channels. He does a lot of cool hikes. Not too long ago, did a really cool bike ride on the Northeast Texas Trail. And that was all for a good cause. That was really great. And he's done a lot of stuff out in West Texas that's really interesting as well. Also the Lone Star and some other things. Just check his channel out. And anyway, Tony, I think we'd all like to know how you got into backpacking. And the second channel I would like to tag would be, or I should say I'm re-tagging back, are the Texas Hikaholics. And they have a really cool channel as well, and they're actually a couple, married couple who hikes together, which kind of makes me jealous because I wish my girlfriend liked to go hiking. But anyway, they have a great channel, a lot of cool hikes. They just recently did Cap Rock and the Butterfield, and They're great videos, so definitely check that out. I'm going to leave links to both of their channels. But yeah, if you guys have time and don't mind making a video, we'd like to know how you guys got into backpacking and how did you both decide that you liked it, because that might even be more interesting, is how you both, you know, came to love it. So anyway, with that, I'm going to take off and I'll see you guys from Arizona. So take care and I'll see you somewhere on the trail.